We relocated to Miami because of we like Miami as a city. It was like where we are. We're city people. Mike and I enjoy like walking to places. So we found in Miami that piece that we had in the Northeast, the weather, and it was closer to Latin America for me. That's why we came to Miami. In Miami, I had found the most amazing lighting. I wake up every morning and I see the light. The light in Miami is like, I didn't experience that in Latin America. I experienced it more here. I guess it's where we are in the hemisphere that give us this amazing light. The architecture, I found the architecture in Miami really interesting because it goes back, it has a vision actually. It was Art Deco, and it has a history, and I think the preservation in Miami has been successfully done, and unlikely in other cities, you still have respect for that. I think we would like to be more involved in the architectural community. We're not that involved in the architecture because we are so focused working in the projects, and our projects are not local, are outside. But I think it has a lot of potential to Miami as a fashion. This could be a fashion district. I think that the design district is really well done. I think the beach is very different. I don't like Miami itself. I mean, the city of Miami, I think, has very tall buildings and not a lot of urban spaces.
I would add that what we find is Miami is an incubator for design thinking, which I don't think we appreciate fully. We had some sense, but we appreciate it more now being here. It's also the place where sea rise is going to be a major challenge, and so I think that kind of thinking, which is really systems thinking, how do you save and not only save but further vitalize a city based on the solutions, which would be managerial and engineering and systems, and changing the way that we think about a city. I mean, that's going to happen here. I think here in other cities that are challenged by sea rise, like New York and Boston. It's also a canvas where people, architects from around the world now like to play. So, Jean Nouvel has arrived, and I think it's interesting to have the architects from various places look at Miami as a city where it's desirable for them to have work, and where there's a reception for that kind of thing. But then there's a local community here that is coming from the schools and from practices that have been established here that I think is very vibrant. So it's a real incubator for design. I could see it as one of the leading design capitals of the world as it evolves. And I would agree with Marcela. It touches on all forms of design, fashion and architectural design and product design. I think it's interesting to be part of that. I'd love to be like 30 years old and be part of that, but it's interesting to be part of that now.